Hey everyone, how we doing? Hope everyone's having a good Saturday here. I know I am. Just got the kids down. They're asleep finally, which is always a good thing. I can get out here in the shop and do some cool things on my own. So anyway, real simple. Got a kind of a fun thing here. It's going to happen at the end of this video, but just going to do a real quick, simple unboxing. Amazon just rang my bell, and I had a couple of boxes, so I think I know what's in them. Just ordered a couple of small hand tools for my new Sys sortiner. So, real quick, see what we got. So, you can't ever go wrong with a good pair of needle nose pliers. So, I like to have needle nose pliers in all of my toolboxes, or within arm's reach of wherever I'm at. I've got some in my truck, my wife's car. Pretty much every single one of my toolboxes, I've got a pair of good needle nose pliers, and these Crescents are just fine. You know, they're not your super cheap $8 pair of needle nose pliers. They're going to snap the first time you put any kind of pressure on them. So these are pretty good, just little 7-inch needle nose. So I've got another pair of these in my truck, and I've had them for quite a while. So these are pretty good quality needle nose pliers, and they got a good grip, good teeth on them, you know, so you can get a good bite to whatever you're trying to hold on to. So those are pretty cool. And let's see what we got here in the box. And I'm digging these little $25 knives. Here's another one from Ganzo. Awesome. Okay. So this one's a little bit more interesting. So I'll do that one for last. I don't know if you guys know or the correct way to pronounce these, but Knipex. So I love their pliers. They are amazing pliers. Try not to get that glare on it. But I have about 7 or 8 pair of these Cobra pliers. All different sizes. I'll open these up and show them to you guys here in just a second, but these are amazing. I love them. I mean, you can't go wrong with them. I hope you can get a good shot of that. But again, I'll show you here in just a second. But they're just great pliers. Again, they're German made. They're a little on the pricey side. And it's funny with these, the smaller you get, the more expensive they are. So this set of pliers was 30 bucks, but I've got an 8-inch set, the exact same model, but just 8 inches, and it was $24. So the smaller you get in these, the more expensive they are. Go figure. And then I got some, I don't know if I'm gonna end up liking these or not, but I kind of wanted to redo how I mount my screwdrivers. You know, I don't use screwdrivers a whole lot, but when I do, I like them to be pretty well organized. So I'm gonna try these things out, and I'm just gonna mount them to my wall and see how that works. I don't know, these were $9, and my God, they gave me four of them. So we'll see how that goes. Who knows? Which brings me to screwdrivers. So when I do use screwdrivers, I think that Wera are the best. I don't know if you guys ever use Wera, but they are just so comfortable. The ergonomics of the handle, they're a little different. They're a little, I used to always use Klein, and I still have some Klein screwdrivers, but I kind of started to venture over to Wera a couple of years ago, and I love them. They're just comfortable, and the thing that sold me on them, guys, is they have a laser etching on the tip, and they literally just bite into your screw, and you're not going to strip your screw. You're not going to tweak the tip of your screwdriver with these things. But these particular Weras are your insulated Weras. So these are more of for electrical items that you're going to be messing with. But these things are fantastic. So let's go take a look at these tips that I'm trying to explain to you. And if you haven't used Weras before, give them a shot. They're not that expensive. This whole set right here was $28, and that's pretty much online with, you know, if you get a good set of Kleins, you're going to spend that much money. So let's go take a look at these real quick. Okay, everyone. So here's a quick close-up of these Wera screwdrivers. Again, the ergonomics on these Wera screwdrivers is you just kind of have to take my word for it, I suppose. But they're the most comfortable that I own. And you can see back here, I've got just your standard Weras. They're not insulated as opposed to these are. And here you can kind of see that laser etching that they put on the tip of all of their screwdrivers. And this etching literally bites into the screw that you're either trying to extract or you're trying, to install. It's just fantastic. If you've never used these before, I say give it a shot. I mean, they're not any more expensive than a good set of Kleins, if you use Kleins. And I prefer these much more than my own Kleins that I have. And these electrical version Weras are rated at 1,000 volts, so a little peace of mind. And then the standard screwdrivers that I also have, it's the same deal. You got your laser etching. The biggest slotted, and the biggest Phillips both have this bolster on the ends. So if you need to get a little extra torque on something you're trying to extract, you can put a wrench on here and crank down on it if you need to. But again, these are some of the best screwdrivers. Almost just dropped it there. That I think you can buy. Super comfortable. I've had these for a couple of years now, and there's really hardly any wear and tear on them. Now, granted, I don't use screwdrivers a whole lot, but I definitely do use these. So it's another one of my recommendations if you're looking for a set of screwdrivers. Give these a shot. Again, I think this electrical version that are rated for 1,000 volts cost me $28 for everything you see here, and same price for those. I think it's about $30 for their standard screwdrivers. So let's go back and see what else we got. Okay, well, that was fun. Showing off some of my extreme amateur video editing skills. So that was fun. Last here in this box is a little screwdriver that I probably have, I don't know, 6 or 7 of them. These little Klein little precision screwdrivers. This is $9, and I use these all the time. I've got them in every toolbox. I got one in my truck, one in the kitchen. They're fantastic. It's a little 4-in-1. It's got 2 Phillips heads, a 0-0 and a 0, and then 2 slotted bits. So you got your 3/32 slot and your 1/8 size slotted screwdriver bit attachment. These are great. They're cheap. They're good quality, and you can't go wrong with them. For $9, stick one in your truck or in your kitchen junk drawer. But I love them. So here's a quick overview of this screwdriver and my the Knipex pliers that I got. So here's another set of pliers that are literally in every single one of my toolboxes. These are the Knipex Cobra pliers. And look how small those are, guys. But don't let size fool you. These things, you can crank down on them as hard as you can. And what's cool about these, if you never use Knipex, is they lock. Unlike channel locks that you might use, you kind of have to slip them into place, and then half the time they fall out and you got to readjust them. These hold. They have a locking pin. So when you move this, up or down, it stays exactly where you want it. You can hear it lock. I don't know if you guys could hear that or not, but they lock into place. And I find I use the smaller ones more than I use the bigger, my 7 or 8 inch Cobra pliers. But I think these are fantastic to put in a little toolbox. You can't ever go wrong with having this in your kit. Again, German made, high quality, gonna last a lifetime. Another one of my top recommendations. Anything Knipex really is good, but I love these pliers. These small 4-inch, you got some 5-inch, 7-inch, 8-inch. I think they even make them bigger than that, 12-inch pliers. But these things are fantastic. You'll highly, highly enjoy these, I guarantee you. Okay. All right, so here is the Klein precision screwdriver. Let's get it open here real quick, and I'll go over just a quick overview of it. And like I said, I have about 6 or 7 of these things. They're just real handy. Unlike these clamshell packaging. If I don't cut my finger off. So, there she is. you get, I guess it's technically a 4-in-1, so you're going to get, take the shaft off, you're going to get this shaft with 2 bit kits on the end. So this first bit's going to have your Phillips and your slotted, and it's going to be the same on the other side, just a little bit different size. So these are all micro precision, you know, little screwdrivers, but I use these all the time, again, for like my kids' toys, how they always have that small, tiny little Phillips head that on the battery compartment that you got to unscrew to take the batteries out. I guess it's like a safety feature for, you know, so kids can't get to the battery, but that's pretty much what I use this thing for all the time. But I always somehow need to get to a small screw, and this thing's super, super handy, and this tip spins so you can put it in the palm of your hand and twist it. You know, and that helps from you know, if it didn't have this, you would stick in the palm and it would kind of bury, you know, and twist into your hand, and it's real comfortable. Now that it twists, you can just get a good grip on it, and it stays put because of that right there. But there's not much to it other than the fact, guys, that I have quite a few of them and I love them, and they're just a good quality screwdriver. Can't really go wrong with it. You know, throw one in your kitchen drawer, in your kitchen junk drawer, throw one in your truck, one in your toolbox. You're always going to find a need for it. I promise you. At least I do. So there's that one. All right, guys, now the fun part. So let's clear this out of the way. So as you guys know, or maybe not know, but my favorite Festool is the compact CXS drill. Okay, this guy right here. Whoop. Okay. In fact, I love it so much, I'm gonna get so much flack for this. I have, yes, I have 3 of them. Don't need them. Don't need 3 of them, but you know, I use 3, to be perfectly honest with you. I just got this 3rd one a couple days ago, but when I'm building cabinets or when I'm doing, you know, some type of furniture, I typically have a countersink bit in one and the driver in the other. You know, they're quick release, yeah, but a lot of times, like I said in a last video of mine, my countersink bits, I have to use the Jacobs chuck. So it technically doesn't really become that fast because I have to go, you know, loosen up the Jacobs, take out the countersink, put whatever I'm getting. Long story short, I have 2. 3. So this morning, I took a trip to Home Depot because I didn't need anything. So I decided to walk the aisles, and I kind of got lost, and I ended up in the tool aisle. And I saw this. I bit the bullet, guys. So this was actually on sale, $199. I couldn't not get it. You know, some of the comments that you guys left on my CXS unboxing, I've used this very minimal amount. Probably 6 months ago, I was helping a buddy out install some cabinets, and he had one. So I picked it up, kind of tinkered with it a little bit. And, you know, honestly, I don't really remember if I liked it or not. So it's a pretty good deal. I'm hoping. You know, I'm actually kind of hoping I don't like it so I can return it. But I'm going to, what I think is going to be fun, and you guys can comment if you want to see something in terms of comparing the 2 drills, but I'm going to do a separate video trying, you know, do a very untechnical comparison between this and the CXS. So on paper, this thing should blow the CXS out of the water. This has 300 inch-pounds of torque. The CXS has right around 150 inch-pounds of torque. You know, it's just, this should be stronger. But again, I don't, you know, for an install driver, I don't need 300 inch-pounds of torque. I don't need that much. This thing has never failed me for anything I've ever needed to do in terms of intricate type installation work that I needed an install driver for. So the whole 300 inch-pounds versus 150 inch-pounds, I could care less, honestly, at least right now. I might change my mind when I do start to actually, you know, compare these two a little bit more, but, you know, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping I don't like this. The other big difference for me is this is brushless, and the Festool's are brushes. So that's a pretty big difference there, you know. But again, my original two CXSs, these are 4 years old and going just as strong as the day I bought them. So, you know, we'll see, guys. What I don't want to do, I'm not gonna test, you know, running these things, running a 12-inch, half-inch lag bolt in an 8x8, because you're never gonna use this for that. So, you know, I'll pick a couple of probably 3-inch standard construction screws just to kind of test the power, but I can already tell you this is probably going to be more powerful than the CXS. But I want to test the ergonomics, how it feels in the hand. That's the one thing that I do remember, is that the grip on it was not anywhere near as comfortable as the CSX. And like I've said numerous times, this thing is the most comfortable drill that I own in the hands. It's just, you can't beat it. And so I'm gonna test that out on this. So guys, if you have something that you want to see me do comparing this to that, let me know, and I'll try to include that in my next video when I actually do a sit down compare between these two. So I think that should be fun. And again, I'm hoping that I end up not liking this, because I'll kind of want my $200 back. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you soon. Take care.